In this Starfield Skills Guide, we'll be covering how skills work in Starfield and which are the most useful and best skills of the game. If you're worried about spending your points and want to plan your character for success, make sure to watch through this, as I will help you prioritize what you should be aiming for first. When you make your character during character creation, your choice of background will give you the first level of 3 skills. After this, you'll gain 1 skill point per level of your character, which can be used to either unlock higher ranks of the same skill you're already using, or to get new skills. Starfield skills are not slotted or used actively, they're all passive bonuses for your characters, and they're divided into 5 core groups: physical, social, combat, science, and tech skills. Each group then has subcategories: basic, advanced, expert, and master. You have to spend a certain amount of points in each category to unlock the higher subcategory tiers. Tier 1 has no requirements. Tier 2, which is advanced, means that you need to spend 4 points in previous skills to unlock this. Expert means you need to spend 8 points in previous skills to unlock this, and Master, you need to spend 12 points in previous skills to unlock. Since you cannot respec your character, picking your skills can be a rather paralyzing affair. The best way to go about this is to think about your character and gameplay, and consider what you find the most important. If your core aim is to excel at combat, then you'll want to focus on mastering physical and combat traits. If your dream is to be a space pirate, then you'll need to learn about space combat and starship design. If you just plan to explore and set up outposts, you want to focus on scanning and outposting features. There are 16 skills in each of the 5 categories, and all skills can be upgraded to max with 4 points each. This means you would need 320 points to completely unlock everything. Getting there would take so long, it'd be a waste not to optimize along the way. My recommendation is to immediately take the following skills because of the quality of life they provide. Piloting. This skill improves the handling of your ship, which is really sorely needed early on, but also leveling up will let you pilot better ships, which makes the entire game a lot better. Weightlifting. This skill gives you extra carry weight. I do not know one person playing a Bethesda game that's not over-encumbered with forks and spoons, so take this and start upgrading it ASAP. Persuasion. There are so many quests where a persuasion check will determine the legwork you have to do to complete your objectives that this feels like one of the most useful skills in the game. Ballistics. While you may prefer to use different types of weapons, it's very likely you're going to be running around with some sort of gun with ammo. The boost you get from ballistics is quite worth it, as it applies to pistols, shotguns, rifles, snipers, etc. Research methods. This is a time saver that makes research and crafting cheaper. If you don't mind going around looking for materials, then this is not needed. Boost pack training. Exploration is simply so much better with a boost pack, and some quests need one, so I suggest you get this one very soon after starting. Security. This allows you to use digipicks to hack into safes and doors. It's essential for looting and exploring, so do not skip it under any circumstances. You can get several of these skills from your background, so if you pick right, you'll be able to get them all by level 5. From there, your choices become a lot harder, as they'll depend on what exactly it is you want to do. The next skills you pick will depend on your playstyle, so I will describe the categories and best skills within. Physical skills. These are for those of you looking to play stealth or who want physique boosts. They are generally underwhelming or very situational, as many of the bonuses are easily achieved via consumables or equipment, so it doesn't seem smart to put points into them. However, some recommendations for them are fitness. This will give you 10 to 30% more oxygen and eventually greatly reduce the cost of sprinting. It's nice to have it if you find yourself struggling with this aspect. Stealth. Yes, I know you want to make a stealth archer, so take stealth and level it up and you can get great damage boosts for sneak attacks. Pain tolerance. I didn't find many enemies coming at me with non-physical damage, so this flat damage reduction would work best. It is completely unnecessary on normal, however, so only consider this if you're finding yourself getting more hurt than you like. Concealment. This is the master skill for stealth gameplay, and it's very, very good if that is your style, enabling you to run in stealth and do incredibly high damage from sneak attacks. 4 times damage on ranged attacks and 10 times on melee attacks from stealth. Next are social skills. These skills are a catch-all for NPC interactions and questing. Your choices here will heavily depend on how you like to approach situations. I found that persuasion took care of almost everything, and I didn't really need bribery or anything else. Some recommendations for social skills are commerce. If you want to make credits fast to buy expensive ships or houses, this is a good skill. If you don't, then it's utterly useless. I played the game normally and quickly ramped up a fantastic amount of credits, particularly by boarding and taking over pirate ships I had disabled. Theft. If you're looking to play a stealthy outlaw, this is an excellent skill. For everyone else, not so much, unless you're after a specific item that you want to get from a specific NPC or quest. Leadership. This is a very useful skill for everyone, as it will help you bring up your companion affinity higher and increase their carry capacity. Both of those are excellent bonuses. Outpost management. If you plan to delve deeply into the outpost system, you cannot skip this skill. If you're unsure, you can wait a while and play and come to it when you feel like you're lacking. And Ship Command. This is a master skill that pretty much everyone should take, as it will allow you to have up to 8 active crew members. This is invaluable and a lot more fun than the default, so I absolutely recommend getting this one as quickly as you can. Next, we come to Combat Skills. This category features all the combat bonuses for your character. We already mentioned ballistics, but if you want to specialize in a particular type of gun or melee combat, there are plenty of options here. Since this is all very personal to your playstyle, I'll highlight what may work for most people rather than trying to focus on what each build may pick, as they are quite self-evident. Recommendations for combat skills are as follows. Marksmanship. This skill is useful if you aren't using automatic weapons. Most of the guns I picked up were not automatic, and you had to mod them to make them so, making this a good option. Rapid reloading. This skill makes you reload faster and it's amazing. Get it. Targeting. This is a useful skill for those of you who prefer to shoot from the hip, as it increases your accuracy when not aiming. It's very specific and not for everyone, but if you're a run and gunner, make sure to take it at some point. Sharpshooting. This is one of the master skills for combat, but the one that I found the most useful, as it increases critical damage for body parts and in general with all ranged weapons. It's a great skill to have on any build that uses ranged weapons. Next are Science Skills. These are skills that cover a lot of very important aspects for exploration and character optimization. I suggest you focus on these and tech skills early on, as they can take a lot of tedium out of the game and open up new gameplay opportunities. Recommendations for science skills are as follows. Scanning. This skill should be on everyone's radar, as it greatly improves your planet and ship scanning capabilities, saving you valuable time. Spacesuit design. A must-have skill if you want to apply spacesuit mods and optimize your armor. I suggest taking this early on, as leveling it up needs you to create mods and it's a resource-consuming affair. Weapon engineering. Another must-have skill if you want to optimize your weapons. You'll find legendary weapons in spacesuits, so it's not going to stop you if you don't get it, but you'll be missing out on most of the crafting fun if you neglect these two skills. Astrophysics. This is incredibly useful if you're a completionist, as it gives you the opportunity to discover planet traits from orbit and allows you to scan planets from very far away, up to 30 light years. Since traveling to each system or planet to scan them can be a horribly tedious endeavor, this was one of my favorite skills to take early on. Outpost engineering. If you want to delve into outposting, you will need this to make it work, and for the excellent 50% discount for construction resources. Special projects. This is a unique master skill that gives you the opportunity to research unique experimental things. It's a late game toy for those wanting to delve deeper into the crafting system. And finally, we come to tech skills. Tech skills are all about your spaceship and robotics. Many of these skills have a deep and meaningful impact in your gameplay, so you should be looking to spend your points here from early on in the game. Recommendations are as follows. Payloads. This increases your ship cargo hold capacity by up to 50%, which is massive and incredibly useful when doing quests, or if you're a resource hoarder like me. Starship design. This skill allows you to upgrade your ship parts with better modules, which is invaluable for optimizing your space combat. Rather than putting points into the specific and individual combat categories, doing this one first could give you a faster edge, as you can make what you have work better. Starship engineering. This one is useful as a general defense boost for your ship, as it will improve your repairing and give you a flat 25% damage mitigation. It's not necessary, but it's nice to have. And any other combat skill for ships. Depending on how you play, and particularly if you're a pirate, you'll need to invest in the many systems here. For normal players, the 3 options would suffice, but if you are really into space combat, you can pick more skills from this one. And that's a wrap for all the skills available in the game, and as a final tip, I will mention that companions and crew also have skills, and this will determine where you assign them. Use the ship menu to assign companions and hired crew to your ship or any outpost with a crew station. Each companion or crew member provides unique passive bonuses to make your ship or outpost run better. If you're looking for more Starfield content, be sure to check out our wiki, our beginner guide, and our Starfield review. We are looking to put build guides together for this game real soon, so stay tuned for those.